United States title, Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. And I think that they could have done a lot better if they were on a better spot on the card. I think that coming after the handicap match and being kind of booked as a bit of a bathroom break sort of really hurt them. And they didn't really get much going. There wasn't a whole lot of steam behind it. They've done matches before on the Raws and SmackDowns leading up to this, so that hurt it as well. And you kind of knew that Ziggler wasn't going to win, so anytime that he seemed like he was going to pull it out, you were like, oh, he's going to end up, Ambrose is going to kick out. So I wasn't really too into the match, and it's not a fault for these guys because I think they could have had a much better match, but it's more so booking and their spot on the card, and that's how it goes. Burhan?
Good match. It was solid, but again, it was something that could have easily been seen on TV, that we have seen on TV. It was nice to see the United States Championship defended, and it looks like they're going into a storyline together for long term. So, good match. Not really much to say about it because there was nothing really that stood out.
Steven?
It was a solid match, but no one in the audience was into it. You might be right as far as its placement on the card. Maybe everyone was just burnt out and didn't give a shit. But this probably was a better spot for the Divas match.
Yeah, I think that probably would have worked a lot better. Because they were going to botch anyway, so what the hell?
Yeah. But it was a solid match, and it probably would have been elevated as far as your guys' view if the fans were a little more into it too. The end result is that they had a better match on Raw, so it was a shame, but oh well.
Peyton?
Yeah, this wasn't a very good match. It was not Dolph Ziggler's best outing by any means. Didn't help either one of them. I know you're really big on having all the titles defended. I would have just assumed not had a U.S. title match and have this match because Dolph Ziggler just looks like he's falling further and further away from that main event spot. Dean Ambrose, yeah, he got the win, but having this short match doesn't make him look that great. The following night in Raw certainly did, but he lost, and it wasn't even a title match, it turned out. That was stupid.
Yeah, they kind of made it look like it was going to be a title match, didn't they?
I was completely under the impression that it was, and then, Dolph Ziggler wins, and he doesn't get the title handed to him. I'm like, okay, I guess it wasn't a title match. And then they specifically say, and still United States champion. Like, what?
Yeah, that was really awkward.
When do you even say that when it's not a title match? Who does that? I don't know. This whole thing just was unnecessary. I mean, they didn't even really have much of a build. I mean, Dean Ambrose just came out and attacked Dolph Ziggler one time before going into a match at Ryback, and I guess that's enough for a feud.
Another thing that was kind of weird that happened during this time period was throughout the night they had these polls going on for who's the best champion of all time. And
bullshit.
What was that?
Bullshit.
No, a lot of it. True. A lot of it was such bullshit.
Fucking Booker T.
Booker T for the best heavyweight champion of all time.
Fuck, Ric Flair was on that list.
Who did they have for Jericho? Won for best IC title.
That I get.
Yeah, that made sense. And
DX for tag teams? Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
New Age Outlaws should have been on there and over them.
And for the US title,
should have been Legion of Doom. Are you kidding?
I'm not saying New Age Outlaws should have been over them. I'm just winners. But what I'm saying is
nominated.
You've got guys from DX, and they were fucking better than them.
Mm-hmm. Right. But US title, they listed Harley Race, Ricky Steamboat, Sergeant Slaughter, Bobo Brazil, and Sting, who ended up winning. And throughout the night, every other ones that they did, every other one they really kind of went like, yeah, Chris Jericho, really great, and Trish Stratus, one of the best divas of all time, and Booker T, fantastic, world heavyweight champion and all that. Then they announced Sting, and they're like, the winner of the U.S. champion poll, Sting. Yep. All right, moving on, is what they really did not want to talk about Sting. So,
what's a man called Sting?
If you don't want to talk about Sting, why include him in the poll? That was really weird, and I don't know, maybe it was another one of those things where they're trying to get Sting to come at the end of the year or whenever his contract's up or something. I doubt it. I don't think that there's much going on.
Literally, in the arena, when Booker T got announced, I just heard someone behind me go, what the fuck?
Tell me I did not just see that.
Yeah, pretty. The whole arena just went into a mass confusion.
They went with a what the hell. So that was something odd that happened as well. And the match, that's what you get. We're gonna move on here. Another Shield thing, tag team championship.